name is Detective John Kimball. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want them answered immediately. Now, who's your daddy? What does he do? Come on.
So, my name is Joel Olympic, and I've been here for 1 year and 3 months. I did it before then, probably about 3 years. So I've been going strong about 4. Man, I'm from all over. I'm a geographical nut. I was born in California. I was raised in Brazil. Went back to California for school and work. Lived in Oklahoma City, and then I moved to Denver a year and 3 months ago when I joined. My wife and I, Morgan, started CrossFit probably a year after our marriage, and we were just getting older and trying to find an activity, a hobby to do together, and also something that was physically active. And so probably a year in, we had been jogging for a while together, and we just felt like we needed something additional. And we had some friends in a cult called CrossFit, and they've been pestering us for a few years. And so finally we decided to give it a go, and we fell in love with it right away. Honestly, I would say like CrossFit is it. Like we love coming here. It's something that I look forward to on the weekends. And then since we've been in Colorado as well, my wife has taken up hiking, which means I've taken up hiking, and we take our twin daughters with us, and so that's a lot of fun as well. It's getting outside here in beautiful Colorado. Yeah, it's actually been super life-giving for me and my wife, just to be able to, for each of us. So we've kept going before. It was super fun when we didn't have kids to come together, and it was super bonding, but then also it's been super healthy for us to each come separate from each other and kind of watch the girls when the other one's going. And so we live close enough that we do a rotation. It's a tight, strict rotation. So we come to one class and then we drive immediately home, and then the next one comes, and it's been amazing and really probably healthy for our relationship with each other and the girls. So. They just turned 2, and they are awesome. Oh gosh, I would say pizza and then maybe heading over to Sweet Cow after that to demolish a double scoop. Yeah. Man, we live right by Hops and Pie, so that's a good option. Or also Pizza Alley is always a good greasy option. So both those are good go-tos. Like pepperoni, kind of super plain. It's like pepperoni, and Chris nailed it. We were at Hops and Pie 2 days ago, and we got pepperoni with extra cheese. It's a trick at Hops and Pie, because sometimes the single layer cheese is fine, but that double layer of cheese brings a little special something to that pie. So. I work over at a church here on 37th and Federal, and I kind of oversee their music and arts at the church. So. Man, a go-to is probably acoustic guitar, but I love electric guitar, and I love keyboards, like just either upright piano or like a Rhodes or something. Yeah, I think the thing that I always come back to is camaraderie, competition, and then self-challenge. So camaraderie, just I love sports because there's people around, and I get to interact with people. I'm extrovert. See you, Chris. So I love people, and so CrossFit, I get to have that. I get to suffer with people. Competition because I love beating people too, and so I said hi to Chris, but I always want to beat him when he's in the class with me. And then self-challenge is just you get to keep score of your own times, and so when you come back to the same workout or hero walks or whatever, it's always fun to see yourself growing or realizing that you didn't push it as hard and that you should probably get it in gear next time. So that's what I love. Those 3 things make CrossFit super fun. In life or CrossFit?
Both.
CrossFit, man, there's always just little markers along the way of just goals you set for yourself. So I think it sounds stupid, but muscle ups were a fun one for me. I think I spent like a month or two like working hard, like every time I came in to do those. And finally, when you get those, I mean, some people come in and do it the first time they try it, which is super demoralizing. So it was always kind of tough for me to get a muscle up. But things like that. So that in CrossFit, that was one that I pushed real hard for, and it was super awesome. And then starting to see those things strung together. And then I think in live, I think of like two things. Like one is just having twins, which is a kind of a fun little challenge. And then even for us moving to Denver with twins, that was a fun, like, I know Denver's a beautiful location, but with twins it's a little challenging starting anew. So those two things. Man, for me, I think there was a season where I was like super into like trying to get more competitive, and really, I think due to the season of life that I'm in, it's staying healthy for the girls, and so super functional movements in CrossFit, and so I find that we're able to go hiking and do a lot of stuff for the girls around the house and just in general and work that I'm able to do because of CrossFit, and I feel like I can do those things because of that, and so. For me, it's just trying to stay consistent, probably like 3 or 4 times a week coming in, and that makes me feel accomplished and like we're doing something. So, even though I'm like high on the extrovert scale, like I really, really love coffee, and I really love to go read in coffee shops by myself and just go hang out solo. It's just getting out into a coffee shop and kind of disappearing there. Good cup of coffee, good little pour over. Yeah, do it. I think start slow. Just try to come consistently for a month and see how it goes. I think for the first 2 weeks I could barely move. I was like sore, like crazy sore. Like couldn't sit down on the toilet sore. Like couldn't climb stairs sore. Couldn't get out of bed sore. But then all of a sudden the sore became a manageable sore. And then I think just learning the movement slowly and over time, and then. Honestly, some of it was just making friends in the gym and just kind of meeting people that I knew I'd see again. And so kind of making an effort to reach out and get to know people and not just kind of come and stick to myself, but get to know other people and cheer other people on. And man, I think about one of the first times I did CrossFit, I couldn't even finish my sit-ups. And I remember somebody coming by me, they started to do sit-ups with me after they were done. And it was like super challenging for me to keep going. And so I think that's something I want to do for other people, is continue to encourage others that are getting going. So, man, I'm grateful for CrossFit, and not just in general. I'm grateful for this CrossFit. I love the coaches here and the people here. And if I don't know you, I would love to get to know you. That's it.